Hi, I'm Singjin from G10 and today I'm going to introduce one book which is called Cosmos. Cosmos is one of the best-selling science books. The author of this book is Carl Edwin Sagan, who was an American astronomer and science writer. He was born on November 9, 1934. He holds a bachelor's degree in humanities, a master's degree in physics, and a doctorate in astronomy and astrophysics from the University of Chicago. He served as an assistant professor of genetics at Stanford School of Medicine and an assistant professor of astronomy at Harvard University. As a result, there is academic diversity in his works, such as Cosmos, Contact, and Pale Blue Dot. Cosmos consists of 13 chapters. Chapter 1 through 6 deal with the analysis and introduction of the solar system, while chapter 7 through 13 describe the galaxy beyond the solar system. I know teacher Rona said that we should avoid chapter by chapter summary, but this book is too difficult and long to read it, so I just recommend you to read chapter by chapter. So today I'm gonna introduce this kind of way. In the first chapter, The Shores of the Cosmic Ocean, Carl Sagan shows inquiring minds of scientists by using this quote: "Until we find more intelligent beings elsewhere, we are ourselves the most spectacular of all the transformations, the remote descendants of the Big Bang dedicated to understanding and further transforming the cosmos from which we spring." The second chapter states that life on Earth has been created to fit the Earth's environment, that there must be extraterrestrial life, and that its appearance will be outside our imagination. The third chapter looks through the history of astronomy on Earth before going into space. In this chapter, the author introduces Newton and Kepler and talks about their famous laws which apply not only on Earth but also in all the universe. In chapter 4, Heaven and Hell, Carl Sagan leaves the Earth and goes into space. He describes Venus as hell, where temperatures and air pressure are much higher than those of Earth, while he describes the Earth we live in as heaven. The next chapter, chapter 5, provides an introduction and analysis to Mars. There is also a description of the subject, whether there is life on Mars. Chapter 6 tells the story of Voyager space probe and introduces the astronomer Huygens, who supported heliocentric theory and the existence of extraterrestrial life. It also explains Jupiter and the rings of Saturn. Chapter 7, The Backbone of Night, describes the way of understanding the universe and the concept of cosmos from ancient Greece through the Middle Ages and modern times. Chapter 8, Travel in Space and Time, introduces Einstein and talks about space travel, which takes 56 years to make a single trip around the universe at the speed of light. In Chapter 9, Carl Sagan explains the lives of the stars and says, "The nitrogen in our DNA, the calcium in our teeth, the iron in our blood, the carbon in our apple pies were made in the interiors of collapsing stars. We are made of star stuff." Chapter 10, The Edge of Forever, is about the Big Bang. Carl Sagan talked about the concept of an expanding universe found through the Doppler effect and came up with the idea of hierarchy cosmology. Chapter 11, The Persistence of Memory, describes an event that Voyager space probe sent information about humans into space. The next chapter of the book introduces an equation for estimating the number of higher civilizations in the universe. According to this equation, there are at least millions of civilizations in our galaxy alone. Finally, the last chapter of the book and the closest one to the theme is Who Speaks for Earth? In this chapter, Carl Sagan says, "There are 1 trillion galaxies with 1 trillion stars in the universe, and human is only a tiny fraction of them. But again, in the vast ocean of cosmos, There are countless new possibilities, but humans are spending a lot of time and effort on war, distrust, and waste. We shouldn't kill or hate each other for different thoughts. In all universes, humans are rare species and endangered species. We must love each other as species. We must not forget our gratitude for the cosmos that have mankind today. After reading this book, I came to think again about human arrogance and self-importance. We are consuming the earth greedily as if humans are the only intelligent life. We are too haughty even though humans are practically nothing from the point of view of the universe. With the vastness of the universe, there is an infinite possibility that we will develop, but we do a regressive behavior such as war. If we know our place and don't do this, we can develop beyond our imagination in the future. Thank you for listening.